Hi, my name is Edna. Today I wanted to talk about the LA Anime Convention that happened in Ontario in January of 2016. It was my first convention ever and I loved it, and I'm pretty sure we'll be going to more conventions from now on. The reason we went was because my brother Marlon really watches anime, so when his 16th birthday came around in November and it was time to decide on what to buy him, I figured that buying him tickets to a convention would be really fun. And you know, I've never gone. I don't really keep up with it, so I turned to friends who I knew did or had gone in the past. So my friend May really helped me out, and she kind of recommended which one would be like the best one to go to for a first time. I bought him the 3-day passes, and I know they do something the day before, like day 0, but we ended up getting there really early on Friday morning, so that's kind of what we did. They didn't send us an email with confirmation. What we really did get was we got like 2 postcards. So each of us got 2 of them, and this is one of them, and it was just kind of like, I think, their logo for the, you know, for the year. It's so cute. And then in the back it kind of had featured guests and basically kind of a description of what the convention held, because this year they decided to move it to Ontario, and I believe that before it was like more in LA. At first I freaked out because I wasn't sure if, you know, I had to make the payment right and whatnot, but it did go through. We didn't have to pay for housing, thankfully. We have an aunt that lives about an hour away from Ontario, so that's kind of what we did. We commuted. We just thought it'd be cheaper that way. And once we got there, we got these really nice badges, and like, I left mine at home, but I'll take a picture. I'll have my brother send pictures of them and then I'll insert them. We got this little bag with the same logo. Not the same logo, my bad. We got the bag, and inside is the program. And I really wish we had read the program from the very beginning, because we kind of just winged it the first day and a half. But this is the program. I love the designs. Like, they did such a good job picking the artists. Just everything looked so beautiful and so creative. But this is the program. And it was just so helpful. They had maps. They had everything broken down. They had tips. And like, they have pictures of the speakers and people who were doing autographs or running the workshops. So everything was really nice. We didn't really sit down and watch and like read the program until during lunch on the first day. We kind of started looking at it. Inside the bag there was also a few cards, and basically like different people were advertising things. But there was, for example, there was another convention in November of this year. There's another convention. It's the Pasadena one. Like, oh, half off for pre-registering for next year's anime convention. So I thought that was really cute. And again, like, the pictures that they picked are beautiful. It was our first time there. Something I noticed was everyone was so nice. The costumes were gorgeous. I didn't expect it to be so, I guess, magical would be the word. We weren't in costume. I asked Marlon, I call him Maito. I asked Mayo if he wanted to go in costume, and that's like, he kind of hesitated, and I don't want to push him either, so we didn't. We were just wearing regular clothes. But it was so beautiful, and people who were in costume were really nice. And like, when we asked them to take pictures with us, they were so down, so that was great. Just the atmosphere, very friendly, no drama. I think we paid $55 for the 3 days, so I thought it was such a great deal because we had so much. It was just so magical and just so real, because they were right there in front of you. Like, people decked out in hardcore costumes, and a lot of them they made themselves. So it was really awesome. In day 1, we shopped a lot. That's the first thing we did. We walked into the dealer's hall. It was kind of set out like there were booths, like everyone had a stand, and you could look in the program. It was kind of like this. And then in the bottom they had their names and the numbers with the stalls. So that was really nice and really helpful. So we went into the dealer's hall. That took a huge chunk of our day. We were just asking questions, and like, people are so creative. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the shopping was one of my favorite parts. And we both got a lot of really good things. I'll be making a haul of the things I bought, and I'll link it at the end. So we took a lot of pictures that first day, and it wasn't as busy on the first day, and I think it's because it was Friday and people were still at work, or like, you know, even kind of preparing their costumes. What we did do is we went into the video room. We watched a few animes, and it was really nice. I enjoyed it, and I feel like in our family we kind of like Marlon, and like, we have very few cousins who are really into it, so I think we don't see the beauty of it. And I sat down. It was just a very relaxing experience, and I like just sat down and watched it, and it was so fun. I really enjoyed it. So we watched videos, and then we went to the AMV, kind of like the best videos from the prior year, and they were great. And I'll just post it below. And afterwards, you know, we walked around more, and then we went to this year's AMV contest, and we were able to vote. It was very fun. I loved it. On the first day, we did like a good 10-hour day, because we got there like at 9 a.m. and we left like at 10. Yeah, it's like 12 hours. Anyways, on the second day, we got there much later. We got there at 12, and then what I did notice was it was a lot more packed, and there was a lot more people in costume, and it was just awesome because it was a really nice day, really sunny. And in the entrance into the Ontario Convention Center, all the photographers were taking pictures. It was just really nice to see everyone in costume. And like, my favorite was this like a group of people lined up, and they were the different from Avatar, like the fire, the water, like earth, like different what's the word? I can't remember the word, right? Like, people representing the different groups, and it was just so beautiful. And I think I took a picture, and I'll post it, but that one was my favorite. And Saturday we didn't go to the food trucks. So the first day we went to the food trucks. They had like 5 food trucks outside, so it was just very convenient, I feel like, and I felt like there were normal prices, so it wasn't like, you know, too hard on our budget. The second day we didn't do the food trucks. We went, and like a street away there was an In-N-Out and like other restaurants, so we did that for lunch. Actually, no, we got there so late that we had already had lunch when we got there. And on the second day, we kind of figured it out by the second day. So we went to some panels and workshops and did more shopping and took more pictures. It was just so relaxing, like so relaxing. But on the second day, it made me realize that I wish I had been on costume. And the whole time I was like, if I dressed up, it would be as a Jigglypuff. And I did find a Jigglypuff, and I don't remember what she called it, but there was a term that she used, and basically she was saying that that you would mix an anime character and a human, and basically her costume was a creation of the combination of this like human / anime character. And she did such a beautiful job. I also took a picture with her. But yeah, I kind of wish I had dressed out. The second day we didn't leave early. Did we leave early? We left like at 8. This is the thing, like, there was a lot of 18 and over events after like 10, but my brother is 16, so we couldn't go, and I wasn't gonna ditch him. So yeah. But something that the organizers of the convention did was they had, like, across the street from the convention center was they had other things, like a room where you could read manga, and there was another room where they had snacks, like free snacks for the people at the convention. So I thought that was really nice and thoughtful, and they weren't like, you know, they weren't just like cookies and chips, but they had fruit, and they had like sandwiches and whatnot. So it was really nice, and water bottles. And I did notice that at the convention center, and I don't know if maybe it's that particular convention center, but they had water things everywhere, so, you know, so people wouldn't get dehydrated. And it was a beautiful center. Like, I've gone to several convention centers, and I thought it was very spacious. I thought it was a great setup. On day 3, we got there really early because Marlon wanted to go see a movie that he hadn't seen before, and it was called K-On! The movie, and it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, my friend May had recommended that we do most of our shopping on the last day because some of the vendors might give better deals. So that kind of worked out for us. Marlon was really smart. Like, the one thing he did really want was a sword, so he got it on the first day. And then I bought 1 or 2 things on the first day, but mostly on the last day. So kind of on our Sunday was the movie, and then crazy shopping, and then we just did a last round of pictures with people. But there was a thing where I wasn't able to get something I wanted because it had already sold out. So all in all, like, I feel like the convention was great. It was well organized. People were super friendly. There was a lot of volunteers. Everyone was just great. I loved it. It was a great experience. Oh, whoops! I'm throwing this. That's where my tips are. So tip number 1. Look through the program. We didn't do it until much later, and I feel like there were so many good workshops that we kind of missed. You know, like, I had fun. It was great. It was awesome. And I don't regret anything, but I feel like maybe we would have, you know, been able to attend more workshops had we looked at the program. And just look at the program the very first day, the first thing you do, and kind of circle or highlight things that interest you and interest your friends. Number 2, if you really want to buy something, then buy it when you see it. I wanted to buy a Jigglypuff on this Pokeball stand, and Marlon was able to buy the Charizard, and I was so jealous. Like, on the way home, I was just like, you know, I wasn't able to get it, and the vendor did tell me, like, you know, I am gonna sell out, and if you want one, just email me. And I emailed him Saturday night pretty late, and he just wasn't able to make it. So like, now I know, like, if there's one particular thing I really want, you know, I think May's advice was really good. Wait until the last day, but 1 or 2 things that you do want, just get them right away when you see them. Number 3, make a budget. I feel like it can get expensive really fast, especially if you don't watch yourself. So we made a budget, and we didn't pay for housing, but, you know, we were from San Jose, and we had to travel from San Jose to Ontario, and we had to account for transportation, for food, and then for things that we wanted to buy there, and just emergency money as well. Let's see, number 4, bring healthy snacks, because I feel like since you're on a road trip or you're, you know, at the convention, you're just eating candy and junk, and, you know, it's all great and fun until it catches up to you and you start feeling all groggy. So, you know, take some apples or whatever, and that's kind of what we did. We had fruit. And, you know, I kind of noticed that Marlon, like, in those 3 days, didn't, like, intake, like 5 burgers. And I was just like, oh, this is going to catch up to him. And it didn't, thankfully, but it did with me. Like, I definitely felt it. At the end of the second day, I was grumpy, like, for a good 20 minutes. And then, you know, I got water and had, like, some fruit, and it kind of went away. If you're able to, you know, kind of narrow down an anime or something of the sort and pick a character, I think it's a great idea, especially if you go with, like, friends and it's like a group thing and everyone's dressed up and it kind of complements each other. I thought that was really cool. And next time I go to a convention, hopefully I'll have had the time, and I'm able to cosplay as well. So yeah, that's my last tip. Our first time, but we loved it. I hope that we're able to go to more this year, and if not, next. Thank you for watching. Which I thought it was a good deal because I saved like $7.